What's up, Super Coach Mark J, all up in your YouTube browser, and welcome back to Grow Healthy, Get Fit. And man, it has been one hell of a week. I gotta say, training has been pretty damn good all week. Again, every day we're pushing the boundaries. We're getting the work in. We're working harder than we did last time, and it seems to be working out pretty well. My fatigue is starting to level out a little bit, so I'm not as beat up and destroyed at the end of the day as I had been the past couple of weeks. So finally, my body is starting to adapt a little bit to this this new training regimen that I'm on. So I'm feeling really great about that. We are steadily moving forward. We are steadily getting the work done, and we have managed to stay on target with all the training and all of the nutrition this week. There were maybe 2 days didn't get my 15,000 steps in, but other than that, everything else has been pretty much gone. And those 2 days were like today, for example, because my legs are absolutely fried from yesterday. My squat workout, my leg workout was pretty rigorous. I'm slowly adding more weight, adding more reps each workout so that I can slowly get my body to start just jumping back and getting used to getting to work in again. So today I was my legs are pretty fatigued. My legs are pretty fatigued, and you've had a great leg workout when the next couple of days, you have trouble getting down, up and down out of seats and the toilet. So I'm right there in that area. But with that being said, there was a marked increase of intensity and weight from last week. My volume also went up from last week. So it was a hard workout. It was a hard workout, but my legs are absolutely toast today, so I didn't get my 15,000 steps in. I'll make up for it tomorrow, and with a couple extra cardio sessions throughout the day. Other than that, today I had a little bit of a scare. I was in the gym this morning, putting in work. I was doing hammer curls, and workout was going great. And I was using light weight, and I was doing sets of like 12, But I was doing my hammer curls, and I felt my left bicep. I mean, it's like right here, left bicep. I felt it kind of twinge a little bit, Well, not a little bit, a lot of bit, and it hurt. It hurt, you know. And you let's see about this person. Yeah, we got crazy people everywhere. We're trying to spread positivity here, trying to get people to be here together and getting things done, making body transformations, have no time for foolishness. So we're going to get rid of them as fast as possible. But anyway, so yeah, I'm getting the work in. We're getting things done, and it's working really good. Oh man, it can be mean. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, all they're doing is typing. They'll never step up and actually do anything to somebody. So let them talk. I mean, that's what that's. I don't know what's going on nowadays. But it's just ridiculous. But anyway, so yeah, so I had a twinge in my bicep, and it hurt. So I was afraid for a second, but I did a little bit of checking around, and turned out, that nothing's wrong. Biceps fine. It's a little bit sore, but it was a little slight pull there. But it's feeling much better now. I've been working it all day, giving it massage, and just going through the motions to make sure I keep blood in the area. And of course, nutrition is on point. So my body's healing like it's supposed to, and it's feeling real good. So I am not afraid that I actually have a tear. But the rest of the workout went great. Triceps part went great. And I felt good about it. So that being said, we are at 364.4 today. I seem to be hovering around that area, but my measurements have gone down quite a bit. And I'm actually moving in the right direction as far as my body fat is concerned. So yeah, I mean, it's some work. It's some work, but we are getting it done. Nutrition wise, I've been kind of hovering between 25 and maybe 2,800 calories a day, somewhere in that area. But most of my days have been closer to 25. And surprisingly, even with the 2,500 calories and all the extra cardio I'm doing right now, it's not having a huge effect on me until after huge workouts like yesterday. Yesterday's workout took a lot out of me. My back workout on Tuesday was also pretty rigorous, deadlifting. And deadlifting is kind of rough for me right now with the hip that I'm rehabbing at the same time. And be honest, just getting into the right position, because it's been so long since I've deadlifted, and my body just isn't used to being in that position anymore. So I've decided to start some other corrective exercises at home to get that hip flexibility and get my body just ready to actually make those movements again. So it's good. It's good. And let's see. I think I'm on track to do pretty well in this transformation challenge I'm in. And we're making strides. We're making strides every day. Other than that, man, it's been a wild one. It's been a wild one. Next week, we are also kind of changing up how the workouts go. I'm going to be adding 2 secondary workouts throughout the week for my smaller body parts. And those days are going to be 2-a-day workouts. So for example, Monday, of course, is chest day. Everybody knows that. Monday is chest day. So Monday I'll do chest and a little bit of shoulders in the morning. And then once I get home from work, I'll do shoulders really heavy, and then get another cardio session in, and then we'll move on from that. And Thursday, there's nothing that can be done on Thursday because Thursday is leg day. So we're definitely not getting any work done on that day. No, any secondary work, But Friday, going by how I'm feeling right now, Friday is arm day, so it's really light. So I'll make sure that I get another small back workout done on Fridays that focus mostly on the mid back and trap area. So pretty much the whole trap area, I'll be working out secondarily, and adding a bunch of flexibility work in next week also. And I think it's going to work out, and I'll let you guys know how everything's going as we move forward with the training. But for right now, I'm feeling really good. We're getting things done, and I think my body is adapting kind of like it should. It's honestly adapting a lot better than I figured it would. A lot better, So, but there's a little bit of injury right here. Well, it's not an injury, but that little pull, that little scare, made me realize that, hey, maybe I better, warm up a little bit more. I'm not 20 years old anymore, and make sure that I'm doing the the correct warm-ups before I jump into a set. Now, even though I was well into my workout, but still I want to make sure that I'm completely warmed up before I start the work, But other than that, everything's moving fine. My recovery is great. I'm feeling good with recovery. From day to day, I had some market difference after a workout. My delayed onset muscle soreness is not as bad as it was, say, 3 weeks ago. So I can definitely feel that I've been in a war. I can definitely feel that I've been putting in some work, but it's not anywhere near debilitating like the first week of this new training regimen was. So I'm feeling great about that. And we are moving forward and I'll be honest, it's like the mental game is one of the hardest things about any transformation challenge. You gotta, your mind, and me, I'm an emotional eater, so I look for the comfort of food when I'm feeling any type of way, So luckily for me, over the past couple weeks, my cravings in between meals have gotten smaller and smaller, and my cravings in general aren't quite as prominent as they were a couple weeks ago, So I don't know if it's just I'm so locked in and so focused on the goal, or it's just an adaptive process for my body because I'm making sure that I'm not putting myself in a situation where I might actually cheat on the diet, So I'm pretty much to the point right now where the outside influence of the food is not bothering me. My coworker had Popeyes this today, and someone else had these big, huge Chipotle burrito, and I was sitting down eating my bland ground beef and vegetables, and it didn't bother me at all. I was starving. I looked over, I said, oh, that looks good. And I was right back to it. So those adaptations are also coming. But those are some of the hardest things to actually change when you go on a transformation journey. Just making it a point to be so mentally focused on your goal that those outside influence from others around you who are not going through a transformation or who don't care about what they're eating, who don't really care about being in shape right now, not letting those influences around you, kind of shatter what's going on in your mind, But we're getting the work done, We're feeling strong, and we are definitely moving forward, and I'm feeling good about it. I can only see things getting better and better from here. I'll tell you another thing that has been really, really, really good for me is the fact that my sleep has gotten so much better. Getting off that first 50 pounds was really good, but now that I'm moving closer to the 70-pound loss mark, my sleep is getting much, much better. I feel like I'm sleeping deeper throughout the night. I wake up in the morning. I get up super early, 5:30 in the morning, 5:15, and because I go to the gym in the morning. But it's getting easier and easier for me to actually wake up at that time. So things are working. My body's getting more efficient. I'm sleeping better, and therefore I can get up early in the morning and get everything done, get out and get my ass to the gym and put that work in. So a lot of the aches and pains that I was having are going away, and I have some new aches and pains, nothing terrible, but I have a few new ones coming in, but those are all growing pains also. My body's just probably kind of going haywire on the inside, trying to keep itself in homeostasis, and I'm not allowing it to. I'm forcing change on myself, and it really doesn't like it. But once it gets more efficient and it realizes that, hey, what we're doing is for the better, it'll get on board. It has no choice but to, so it's me against my mind, against my heart, against the rest of my body. But man, I'm just beating the hell out of that laziness. I'm beating the hell out of the laziness. That's what I'm doing. I have to take laziness by the throat and choke it out every day, every morning. But it's getting easier and easier for me to take those steps and actually get things going in the morning now. So I'm grateful for that. And I think that is all attuned to me actually being so concrete and resolute on achieving the goals that I have set. I have 365 days to lose that extra 100 pounds, and I'm well into it, and I'm working towards it. By my next birthday, September of next year, I will be 100 pounds down from where I am right now. I don't suggest everybody make such lofty goals. I have a background in this. I have a background in bodybuilding. I've been a trainer for 20 years. So I know my body. I'm somewhat genetically gifted. You guys will see that coming up soon. So it's a lofty goal, but it's possible. It's possible for you too if that's where you need to be. But you have to realize that if you wanna lose something so big as 100 pounds in 365 days, a lot of sacrifice goes into it. A lot of sacrifice goes into it. My wife understands the mission, and she is on board with the mission, and I'm getting it done, and she's helping me out a lot. So your feedings, they have to be on point. Your training has to be on point. Your cardio has to be on point. There can't be days where you're just skipping out because you don't feel like it. There are no days like that. Days like that don't exist when you're trying to reach such a hefty goal. You have to be able to get up in the morning, talk yourself into getting out of bed and getting work done early. You have to, and if that's impossible for you, once you get off work, you have to talk yourself into getting out there no matter how tired you are and getting the work in. It's a mental game. Once you get there, you got to have the heart to push yourself and realize that you're not pussyfooting around or whatever. When you realize you have to have the heart to push forward. When you don't think you have that extra rep in you and you're tired and your calories are low, you have to get that extra rep anyway. That's probably why I had that little twist in my bicep today. But it's all good, I'm not going to let that scare me. I had that happen and I finished the rest of the workout. That's what I did, because that's what warriors have to do when you have a goal set in front of you. I have a goal set. I will not turn my back on this goal like I've done for years and years in the past. I'm not doing it anymore. This is the time for me to change my life, and I'm working on it, and I'm working hard for it. So if you're trying to go through a body transformation and you're trying to lose a hefty amount of weight, it will be hard. 100%. It's hard for me every day. Every day I have something else I have to deal with, mostly mental. I don't want to do it. I don't feel like I can do it, but I have to suck it up and get the work in. You have to suck it up and get the work in. We all have incredible power. It's all here. Everything we need to make a change is here. We have it. We have to access it and we have to use it. That's the only thing. And sometimes making that hard choice is the thing that keeps people gaining weight, getting fatter and fatter and more miserable every day. And the ones who can turn it off, they can get in there and they can get the work done and make the changes. Be the one who can make the change. You can do it. We got it. Some people just, they just lack the ability to go hard when it's time to go hard. And some of them, you'll see it. I mean, we're getting closer and closer to the holiday season. So everybody's going to be talking about New Year, New Me. New Year, New Me. You know, I'm going to crush 2025. You know, and guess what? When they get to 2025, that first week, they're going to be on a diet. Second week, they're going to be on a diet. You know, they might start the gym. They're getting some work in, a little bit of work, you know, getting a little bit of work in, you know, and that motivation that's leading up to that new year is going to slowly start dissipating. Going to slowly start dissipating. And next thing you know, you're working out 5 times a week, turns into 3 times a week. And you're like, oh, I can't make it, so it turns to 2 times a week. And then the 2 times a week, you're just kind of playing around in the gym, not getting anything done, having conversations with people. And next thing you know, you're right back to, oh crap, 2026 is my year. 2026 resolution. I'm going to get it done this year. 2027, same thing. We have to break out. We have to break out of that cycle. We all do it. We all have done it. Some people have been able to stick with the decisions that they made throughout the year, and they've actually been able to work towards their goals, you know, and by no means are you going to be perfect. You know, there'll be times where you fall off, but the strong people are going to be able to jump back on and start working again the next day, not beating themselves up about what they did, leading them further into depression, which for me leads me closer to food so that I can have that momentary great feeling of indulging myself on something that's highly caloric, hyper palatable, mostly processed foods, which that's not good. So like my grandfather used to say, just because it's good to you doesn't mean it's good for you, you know. So, but I had just happened to like all of the things that are good to me, you know, the donuts, the cakes, all the sugary stuff, you know. So I haven't had anything sweet like that for, man, it's been months. And believe it or not, I don't even crave it. I don't crave the sweets like I used to. What I crave now is more savory foods, you know? And that's all because I eat a relatively bland diet. I eat the same crap, you know, week in, week out with a few changes here and there. One day it might be steak. One day it's ground beef. One day it's turkey. One day it's chicken. Turkey and chicken, same damn thing as far as I'm concerned. They all go down slow and they all go down dry, no matter how juicy it is, you know, especially after 6 weeks of eating it, you know. But I have to get my mind around what we need to do. And I need to block out, you know, my feelings of needing to be hyper pleasured by the food that I'm eating, you know. And you can do it. It just takes time. Eventually, you'll just be like a machine. You'll be feeding yourself like a machine. This morning, I had a cup and a half of egg whites and 2 whole eggs, you know, and it felt like I was chewing cardboard, you know, and I mean, it felt like it was taking forever for me to get through those eggs, you know, but put my head down, thought about my goal, got the work done. Got the work done. You know, a couple hours after that, had my protein shake. A couple hours after that, I had my lunch, and that was 2 ground beef patties, 98% lean ground beef patties that I had prepared, and some vegetables. My coworkers eating Popeyes. My coworkers eating Chipotle, you know, and he had the brisket Chipotle. I don't know if you guys have that all over, but there's like this brisket Chipotle. It smelled awesome and it looked great, you know, but I was able not to focus on that and be so hyper focused on what he was having to where it was giving my mind thoughts of what I might want to eat, you know. I just, hey, that's nice. He has Popeyes. He has Chipotle. I sat down and looked at my ground beef and vegetables and ate it up and pretended I was eating Popeyes and pretended I was eating Chipotle. You know, did it work? No, but it got me through it. It got me through it. You know, so I'm going to be honest, making a body transformation it's not rocket science. You're going to hear me saying that on a lot of videos. It's not this hard, terrible process. What it all really boils down to is, number one, knowing your why you want to get it done. Number two, setting goals. And number three, committing to the goals and staying focused on those goals and working through those goals one at a time. We can all do it. It's just hard, but it gets easier. It gets easier. The longer you go, the easier to get. Then you'll have a crash. And it's like, oh, I just want to not do anything that I've been doing for the past 2 weeks. And you're going to have to work your way through that crash. And boom. And the crash is going to come again. The crash will come again. But every time you work your way through that crash, it's going to get easier the next time. So we just got to keep moving forward, one foot in front of the other. One protein meal, then the next protein meal. One cardio session, one workout. Then we move on to the next day. And we do the same thing all over again. It's not rocket science. It's hard, but it's easy. Once you get your mindset right, once you get your heart into it, once you understand the reason why you want to make those changes. Because I'm telling you, I'm feeling so much better than I felt at 411 pounds that I can't even explain it. I feel better than I have in 10 years right now. I feel better than I have in 10 years. Easily. And I'm nowhere near where I need to be. But I'm feeling strong again. I'm in the gym. I'm moving weight. Every week the weight's going up. I'm feeling powerful like I used to. It's coming back. I'm looking different in the mirror. People are noticing it at work. They're noticing it in the gym. I don't really need outside validation for what I'm doing, but it's good to know that those changes are happening. It's good to know those changes are happening. It's good to be commended on the process that you're going through, because we don't look at ourselves all the time. I'm going to always see myself at 411 pounds. It might be body dysmorphia or something like that, but I'm going to see myself at 411 pounds until I hit my goal at 265. And that's just the way it is. And I need to do that for myself. I don't want you to do that. Don't get body dysmorphia or anything crazy like that. But I will see myself as 411 pounds until I'm 265 again. I'm not 411 pounds anymore. Thank goodness. I put the work in. I'm 60 some odd pounds down. I got 100 pounds to go. And we're going to get it done. So that being said, we're going to cut it here tonight. The ones who have come through, I appreciate you. The haters that have come through, do your thing. Keep on hating, Keep typing with your little fingers, your cute little fingers, just doing cute little things. You keep doing that, Obviously it works for you, And everybody else who is awesome, you just have to remember, today is another opportunity for you to be great. Do not waste it. I'll see you guys on the next video.